anyway.
So what is he saying?
How we ain't never gonna be with nobody.
Oh no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did. Lord.
Patreon, why do he be didn't know? Make him stop. Hey Patreon, how y'all doing?
Welcome to our new Patreons.
We got new Patreons. We got new folks in the house.
We have new.
So I was talking to some of our older Patreons, and they asked me, "Did y'all stop doing Patreon?" I said, "Y'all don't be talking to us, so we just be trying to see if y'all still there. We be asking y'all questions. Y'all don't say nothing back to us. So good to know y'all still there. We here. We just trying to see if y'all was there. Yeah. Say something. Mean it. We're asking y'all questions."
You treating us like these men out here. When I ask you a question,
knows what these men be treating us.
Answer the question.
And so we did what we do to them. All right, well, we just won't say nothing to them this week if they notice. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? All right. So thank y'all, Patreon. We do appreciate y'all though, and welcome to new Patreons. We're gonna start talking about some live events with y'all in short order. Not today, short order. So what we want to talk about today is both of us have I don't know if it's a unique challenge because both of us have it. So it seems common, but it might be unique to us. Okay, y'all know she is 30, I don't know, 7. I'm 46. So I usually kind of say I'm like 10 years older than her. Okay, so I'm further down this journey of singlehood than she is, but she's pretty entrenched in it herself. Okay, so at different times that y'all have known us, we've had different dating experiences. Obviously, that's the whole premise of the podcast. We talk about our different dating experiences, and a lot of it we can laugh about. A lot of it is, okay, he wasn't the one, or okay, he didn't follow up, or he ghosted. And I don't know if I told you, I have a new theory about ghosting: is a man just has to reset. He got as far as his emotional bandwidth would take him in them 3 to 6 weeks, and then he disappears, and he can show back up like 0, and that's as far as he gonna get again next time. So I think that's why men will just keep running away. I also think as men start falling for you, they start pulling back because they feel uncomfortable. They want to be with you, they like you, but I don't usually be liking folks like this. And so they fall back, and then you start feeling like they're pulling away. Did they lose interest? Do you go close? Do you pull them? Do you push them? Do you pull away? We don't know the answer. But one thing we do know is what we don't know. And that is, we don't know if we want to be with nobody. Not for real.
I know y'all like, oh, here they go again. They go again.
Go right. Now, I have been dating somebody for a couple of months. Great lad. Great young fella.
I actually like this man too, man, y'all.
We like this man.
I like this man.
She likes him. Y'all know she don't like nobody. She likes this man. I don't like him. Not today. Not today. So now, y'all, the struggle is dating somebody. We can't even get talking about full-blown partnership, marriage, living it. We can't even get there because when we dating somebody, when we don't like them, we don't ever want to talk to them again. Mm-hmm. We do realize not liking someone is temporary. It doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't mean they don't have redeeming qualities. It doesn't mean you can't be with them and shouldn't be with them. Just I don't like them right now.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, I was about to say, do we treat our friends the same way? But in the back of my head, I was like, well, I don't really be around people I don't like.
Ever.
Why would I?
I just don't do it.
And I might not like what a friend does at certain points. And so that's what I'm trying to see. Is that where the line of demarcation is? Like, should I treat that guy like, oh, I didn't like what you did, but I still like you?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's rough out here, man.
It's rough. And so now I have the concerns for myself of, because I don't like him, I'm hyper vigilant with myself, checking in with myself at all times. Now, you ain't gonna settle. Now, you ain't been out here this long just to settle, and you ain't gonna just be holding on to a piece of a man that you don't like just because he's a man. And I'm talking to myself all this, but I also know I actually do believe I have an unrealistic expectation of a relationship.
Mhm.
I definitely believe that because I've been in a relationship with myself for so long. I feel like it should be like the relationship I have with myself.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's
this
an unrealistic
this
expectation.
might be worth a live discussion later. Maybe next week we'll come back live and have a real genuine conversation. We might feel different next week either, but I don't know, whatever. But because I would love to get real time feedback on this. But I too think I have an unrealistic expectation of what relationships are and what they look like and stuff like that. And it's funny because like you were talking about your situation with your guy, and I'm encouraging you not to, jump off the ledge and come back and just be patient.
Right. You told me, no, I like him. No,
Yeah, I like him because I like him, If I didn't like him, I'd be like, probably,
Right. And
But
when you have your own personal situation.
But when I have my own personal, and I'm telling you about a situation I was in or am in or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I will never ever talk to him again. And you're like, wait a minute.
Told me I had to
I
talk
know
about
it's
it.
very contradictory. It's very contradictory.
But the reason why you said, well, yours is your man.
Right. And this guy ain't my man. So I can't walk away. I would. She doesn't feel no different though.
At all.
But
now I would say I think my dude is a really great guy.
That's why I don't think because there's not a lot of really great guys out there. And that's why I keep encouraging this way.
However, I don't care.
I know, but that's how you feel today. And I want you to feel that. And I'm trying not to discourage you from feeling that, because I feel like maybe in a couple of days we may feel different. Even after we recorded the podcast today, you kind of changed your mind on a little.
I didn't change my mind. I decided to respond to a text that I was.
You made a decision.
Okay.
To do something. Actions lead, feelings follow. Sometimes we do what we don't want to do just because it's the right thing to do in the moment. And maybe you'll feel better afterwards.
The way I have been talking myself off the ledge. So y'all know I've been in relationships before Patreon and since Patreon, and I don't have no problem getting out of no situation that I ain't feeling is benefit me. Like, so I'm never gonna just hold on because I told y'all about it, or because I was excited about it, or because I wanted it. Once I see that it's not serving me, I'm done. I'm good. I am in a place with this person where I feel that way now today. You know what? I don't think this is serving me. I don't think this is it. Now, I also am to a place with this person that I'm not in any rush to communicate that feeling like I probably would be before with someone else. Because I do realize I might feel differently tomorrow. I do realize that there are things that could change and I wouldn't feel this way anymore. It's not things I think I can control, but I think that's part of the problem too, is that I'm trying to control certain things. It don't change what it is. And then I feel like it's a problem, but it's not in my control. It's not going according to my scripting or my timing or my planning or how I would do it. Okay. And it makes us wonder, based on our unrealistic expectation of a relationship, are we pretty much set up to be single, which is not a bad thing. Yeah. Being single is not a bad thing.
Right.
Have we set ourselves up for this inevitable future? Because we don't bother ourselves. We don't give ourselves a lot of aggravation.
I've had married friends who told me, that I'm probably not the ideal person to be in a relationship, in a nice way, but they just telling it like it is. But I feel like I see some of my same characteristics in these women. So I'm like, what am I missing? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like somebody told me I'm bossy. Well, you bossy too.
Right. So why is your bossy gonna keep you single and they got somebody? And it still comes down to you just need one. And right. I feel like if I'm going to be completely transparent, I feel like if I could have a conversation with my guy that I felt could be productive. Right now, I don't think any conversation will be productive. I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I feel kind of crestfallen, because when you get to the point where you feel like it ain't even nothing to say, because you gonna say what you gonna say, and I'm gonna feel what I'm gonna feel, and then I ain't gonna like you no more. So that's where we are right now. But if I could like just say something to him, I would say, it would probably be a question. I would say, are you interested in forming a relationship with me in order to learn how to love me? Or are you interested in forming a relationship with me to apply what you have done with others? Because a lot of times if I tell them something, I know I'm a unique person. I'm a unique woman. I'm a unique person to date. You know, I'm not nowhere saying, oh, I'm just like everybody else. For sure, I'm not. But when I do communicate something uniquely about me, I don't need to hear that I'm the only one that feels that or thinks that, or nobody else thinks that or feels that. Because at that point, I'm like, well, what is that to even say? If I'm telling you how I feel. So if I could have a transparent moment with him, I would say, you know, what about thinking about how to just get to know me and learn how to love me uniquely so? And it's gonna be different than everybody else you've ever been with. Right. And him too, right? I would have to learn how to love him uniquely and differently. Just for him, not, well, I'm gonna do this to him. Well, this other guy liked that, so I don't know why you don't like it, because he liked it. Well, he didn't have a problem when I did it, so why you know, and it's like,
so are you willing to have that conversation? I know not today.
No, I'm not having no more conversation about nothing right now.
Yeah,
so. No.
Because it sounds like an adult conversation that needs to be had.
It does. It's not going to be received that way. Not right now. So.
Well, not right now. And you might not even deliver it that way right now. So let's just, I mean, I think we should take a breather, but I think we should be open to having that conversation at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I think we should be open to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard out here, y'all. I know it seems like we're babbling because we're kind of both I'm not even
want to be with the people we want to be with. Like we've identified people we would want to be with. And so we're not necessarily feeling like, oh, well, it's somebody better than him. It's not like we feel that. It's like, but I'm not going to be with you just for the sake of being with you if this is not the best situation for me. I will actually want to be with you specifically, like not just because I want to be with anybody, not just because I don't want to be by myself. I specifically want to be with you. However, vis-a-vis, erstwhile, ergo, ... Not like this though.
Yeah.
So I'm torn between understanding that if I throw this one back in and get the reel back out, I'm going to pull another one in. It's going to have a lot of the same challenges, which is this emotional deficit, right? That's not lost on me. I know most men are going to have an emotional deficit in communication.
Yeah. Could we take our own advice that we give people who are in relationships and say, hey, it's talking about you throwing them back in, work with them. Because it's not fun out here in these streets, you know? I don't know. I'm over meeting people. I am over first dates. I am over getting to know people, learning a history lesson about everybody. I don't really care to know anybody.
No, dating is quite ghetto.
I don't have to know nobody else ever in life as far as dating.
Yeah, no new friends.
That's the key. Yeah, no new friends.
Well, you know what? With that in mind, right? If you could say that, then why would you not apply that thought to your current situation when you're like, I'm good, I'm never talking to that person again?
I'm over it. That too.
Did you just say you don't want to meet nobody?
But you just said where I am right now. And this is the reason I hopped back on Bumble, by the way. I hopped back on Bumble. Where I am right now is, as far as like which one I'm over more, I'm over him more. So I'm going to go on this side for a minute.
Like, you're going to go back to the ghetto side of things just because that's where you are today.
Yes. And I actually foresee myself being here for a while. So.
Yeah. I think where I am, what I decided as of the last few days and today and what I communicate with you today is that I'm in a space of ignoring. And I think maybe because we do overthink and we are a little bit more in tune with our emotions. Listen, just us doing these podcasts every week, most people don't just talk through their feelings and thoughts like we do weekly, men or women, right? So I understand anybody that I engage with is not going to be on the same level of comfort, of the self-awareness, of self-deprecation, of accountability accountability, all those things that we can say, oh, that was me on that. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. You know, everybody ain't there, right? And so I can believe and understand all of that logistically, but I just don't like feeling bad after I have interactions with this person that's my man. I don't like feeling bad when I stop talking, when we hang up the phone. I don't like feeling like, well, I didn't like that conversation. Or when we text, I don't like feeling like, I don't like that, you know? And so I feel like my course of action right now is maybe he's gotten too much of my attention. Maybe he's gotten too much of my focus, and just ignore him moving forward. And so he's still there somewhere in the world, but maybe if I'm not looking for him or paying him attention or offering him anything or looking for him to offer me anything, maybe we can make it.
Yeah. No,
and that's the only thing I can think of is just to forget if I forget that he even exists, I think that would be positive right now.
It would be good for him.
It would be good for him if I just forgot he was even a thing or person. And then maybe in a few days I get a text or a phone call, I'm like, oh, that's that guy I was talking to that time. How you been? You know, and then,
yeah.
Hey, what you been up to? Like that versus, well, why haven't I talked to you? Okay, well, how come you didn't, you know, right now it's right. So maybe if I just forget he's ever existed, we can make it work. And that's kind of what I'm going with right now. I don't know, y'all. Is that how this works?
I really want to know how this works.
Because I feel like you were doing that with your person that you're not speaking to ever again. When you're like, oh, I'm on his turn, you know, I meet him where he at. It was like this, let me just forget he exists.
And that was a peace of mind for me. And it actually did work. This other situation we're in right now has nothing to do with that part, but that did, I thought it improved our relationship overall.
Right.
Just me, you know, I honestly, I just took some steps back and said, you know what, this is your show.
Right.
Not that I'm not being distracted by other men over here, because I may be, but you know.
And that's what I think I need to do. I think I need to just pull back and just be like, if we move forward, it's going to be because you figure out how to move forward. Yeah. It's not going to be because I'm pushing you. It's not going to be.
And that's what I'm saying. Some men, I mean, they take our, I don't know that I don't want to call it aggressiveness, but maybe it's an assertiveness. I don't know. It's like we're pretty clear about what we want, clear about how we want things to go, clear about how we want to communicate with each other, all that kind of stuff. And they take that as maybe something of, you know, trying to control them. So a lot of times, like you'll say, you'll ask him a question, or he'll ask the question and you'll respond, and then you ask him the same question. It's just like, you don't.
Yeah, he gonna respond. That's two things. Yeah, I can ask him the same thing in the same time, and all of a sudden he's busy or he can't respond. I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm just like
conversations that will build intimacy, and it's not, you know, not that. Yeah, you can't respond to me, but I can respond to you. See, that stuff like that would drive me crazy.
Right, and I'm just like, okay, well, but, I can promise you.
If you push him to respond, it's just like, oh, I'm definitely not gonna do it now.
1,000%.
Yeah. So I just went in. I went and asked. No, I don't care.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I said. That is my point. That I'm to the point where old me would communicate a breakup already based on how I feel and how I can't see how he will ever be different than he is. It would just be like, okay, this ain't it. This ain't a match. I like you. I'm crazy about you. It would be great, but it's not. And I'm not going to pretend like it is just for the sake of not going back out there. But right now I feel like I don't even have any interest in communicating that, because I feel like I already have in a lot of different ways, I think. And I think this is a long distance relationship. So then I think that because you kind of put in all these different caveats of, well, but if this wasn't like this, and if this wasn't like this, and if this wasn't like this, well, everything is as it is, right? And so, and I feel like it's been a change in his behavior as far as being less receptive to certain communication. And so I can lean on the fact that I know that as men fall deeper, they fall back first, because they're like, oh, wait, what am I doing? Because this is where I would normally ghost a woman, and I'm still here, and I don't know if I need to move forward or try to slow her down or, you know what. I respect and believe all that. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So yes, I think I'm going to refocus all of my energies and just try to pretend like he does not exist for a couple of days. See how that goes.
I have advised her to feel how she feels today, but not act on it. And I think that's what she plans to do anyway. But I agree with her 100% on feeling the way she feels. but just maybe don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Right now. That's it.
I'm not gonna say nothing right now.
That's all I got.
But you know what? I promise you, have you ever noticed that when you decide not to say nothing right now, it's almost like when you go on a diet? It's like that's all you can think about is saying something right now.
Uh-huh.
It like bubbles up in your head and your spirit.
Yeah.
You're like, I have got to say, I'm gonna feel better after I say this.
Maybe you need to go on a date.
Well, I will say that I am opening my spirit to dating. No, I have opened my heart and my spirit to dating to say, hey, universe, I'm available.
We're not taken until we're taken. We're single until we're taken, right?
I saw this girl make a TikTok video talk about when you lean on 5 dudes and you get married over the weekend. It was kind of, Elder Comments was like, yes, queen. Yes, queen.
I embrace that. Now it's not like we got 5 dudes to date. That's the problem, but take advantage of what we do have, whatever that is.
Well, I know the first shift for me is opening my spirit. And I think I will feel less crestfallen if I don't feel overly attached to him. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling crestfallen because I'm like, this can't be my life. Not like this, not with him being like, like I said, just so emotionally unavailable and unintelligent and unresponsive. I just ain't gonna be able to do nothing with nobody like that. Not for real, for real. Now, if he was just one of the people I was talking to, then that would just be his life situation and it wouldn't be affecting me as much. That'd be his issue and not mine. So, I don't know. I just, like I said, today is one of those days where I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be with nobody. Because this is going to be the situation with everybody.
Everybody. Yeah.
Everybody.
So we understand that, people.
We do understand that. We do understand. We have an unrealistic expectation of somebody not aggravating us.
And it's not just the aggravating, because I don't think he's aggravating. I think he isn't giving you a big chunk of what you want in a relationship, or not, and doesn't show himself to be able to change to that. That's just who he is. He is who he is. And it's like, do I accept that and quote unquote settle? Mm-hmm. Or do I, say, you know what, I do want more for me,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think ultimately that's what it's going to come down to. I think at some point I'll have to communicate to him that I just need more, and then make him wrong.
And see, I feel like that communication should come before you say, oh, I'm leaving.
I'm saying at some point the communication will happen where I will say, I feel like emotionally you don't have the bandwidth to be in the type partnership I want to be in. And that don't make you a bad person.
Maybe you're
not the person for me.
Mm-mm.
You're not the person for me. I'm okay with it.
I'm putting on my shrink hat. I don't think, because I wouldn't receive that well. And I'm saying this because I know who he is. Like, I know
he's not gonna receive none of it well.
I know.
Yeah, y'all the same kind of mean and stuff. Yeah. Y'all all the same kind of mean and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we the same kind of mean, same kind of blunt. Mean.
And that's why let me say this. That's why she like him, because he's mean and stubborn like her. So y'all haven't seen a lot of me and her getting into it, but we have where it's like, and my reaction is always, why are you acting like this? And she will, and I'm like, and we feel bad after the fact because we know we ain't going nowhere from each other. But it's like, so that's what it is. It's like I'm dating her and I don't want to do it no more. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, because you know what, with you we have a trust where even if I say something wrong or you say something wrong, I know the root of it. I think when you're dating somebody, especially long distance, you still don't have a trust built up.
That's why I'm saying,
you come out in attack mode, you come out in defense mode.
That's why I think patience is needed here, because it hasn't been long enough. You haven't built a rapport like that where you can, and it's very hard on you because it is long distance. So you don't get that physical interaction, that seeing each other, more often than once a month. That's tough. That's tough. So, but in the meantime,
listen, I've already done good that I ain't already sent a 25-page text.
I know.
3 days ago. I already did good.
I don't think that would even.
No, it's not. It would not be productive. So I'm saying the fact that I haven't done that means I have grown in how to deal with this.
I agree.
Now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I don't have nothing else I can say about this. So I'm going to have to ignore him and act like he does not exist at this point. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's really the plan I have come up with.
No, but I was saying about the conversation about you don't have the emotional bandwidth.
Well, he don't.
I know, I get that, but there may be a better way to communicate that without, because when somebody tells me, oh, you don't, I'm going to be on the offensive or defensive about it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you telling me about what I don't have and this and that.
He's on the defensive about everything. So
I know. So for you to say that, I
gotta hear him defend himself. I'm like, that wasn't an attack. It was just,
I know, but when you say that, it will feel like an attack to him, and I don't think it will be beneficial. So we gotta, between now and then, we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna say that.
Well, y'all, maybe we should have a test session with this mean ass one right here. So I can say to you, so let me break up with you right quick, and you let me know if that will translate to his mean ass.
Oh, we got to come up with something better than you don't have. Don't start with you.
I feel, and then as soon as I say I feel,
I'm the type of person who needs this, that, and the other. Maybe make it, you know what I mean, and then kind of ease.
I'm the type of person that needs more than you have to offer. Yeah.
We're gonna work on it, y'all. Y'all give us some suggestions in the comments.
Pray for me. Now look, by next week I could be in love again.
She will. I know this.
You think I will?
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That means he would have to react to being non-existent very well. He would have to have a very positive response to being ignored.
And as men do, they do. And then they go back to doing the same old mess again.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think he may have gotten as far as he knows how to get. And so now he's just going to be stupid and self-destruct. And I'm going to help him jump on off that bridge.
I'll pray for us. Pray for us.
Pray for us, because I know that the next one going to be just as bad, if not worse. That is not lost on me. But the competition is not between him and the next, and the competition between him and my peace.
Yeah.
And that's non-negotiable.
It's not.
He's gonna be around here aggravating. But again, in his defense, I probably have given him too much energy, too much focus, too many thoughts. I overthink, I overcommunicate, all those things. In his defense, still don't change how I feel. So how about that? Two things can be true. Let us know what y'all think, Patreon. If like for real, let us know. Leave us a comment so we know you here.
Start typing right now.
Right, because see, these are the same kind of games you playing out here on these streets, okay?
Like, we don't appreciate it.
We don't appreciate it. We will break up. We ain't got no problem. Have you ever seen us hesitate with breaking up with somebody? Don't play with us, y'all. Now, we together. We got to stick together. We together. So I don't know what y'all think, if y'all got choices or options or something. No, we together. So comment. Tell us what you think about all of our mental illnesses. And we appreciate that. We don't feel attacked when y'all talk to us. We feel seen. Until next time, y'all. Good luck with all that. Okay. Oh no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.